Can I just say, I was a little confused. Was it just me?
No, it wasn't just you.
Okay, because I felt like I had to reread and reread and reread to understand. I don't know. I was totally lost most of the
It
time I
wasn't
was
just
reading. So if I'm not a lot of help, it's because I need a lot of help learning.
I'm with you on that. I actually messaged my husband and was like, I feel like I'm not even reading English right now.
Yeah, I don't
It
know
was
what
just
it.
because I was really tired, but
Well, I was wondering that, but then I stopped reading it the other days and read it today, and I don't feel like I'm as tired today, so I was hoping I would understand it, but I still didn't understand it. So, anyway, sorry if I'm a loser today.
That's all right. I'll be there with you.
Okay. I'm glad I'm not alone.
I read over it
Losers Club.
3 or 4 times today myself. But so did anybody else read the agenda for the
yeah.
stuff to talk about today?
I went over it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was kind of wanting us to sort of role play this whole thing. So I don't know if we want to do that or if we just want to talk about them each because, the number of characters it has are more than what we have people.
Yeah.
So if you guys wanted to either, we can just kind of talk about each one, or if you wanted to, we can just role play with just a few of them.
I'm game with either way. I don't know if anybody else has a preference.
I'm good either way too.
I'm fine either way as well. I think it's kind of difficult to role play that since, like you said, there's not enough people and we can't really be two people.
Well, I think if multiples of us don't know that we understand every aspect of it, I don't know that I could. I don't know that I could role play somebody because I don't know.
Right.
I don't know that I would do it justice.
Well, I think that's discussing it,
Sounds good.
non-role playing it.
So I thought, it'd be easier. I thought that probably the way it would play out. So I thought if you want, we can just kind of talk about the case and kind of talk about each person a little bit, and just kind of break it down that way.
Mm-hmm.
That might be the easiest way to do it. Did anybody understand it well enough to sort of give a summary, kind of what's going on?
I think I can. Basically, it sounds like the company had changed over from more individual work to more group work, and Gilbert Porterfield decided that their pay plan didn't match up with the way they were running their company now, so he decided that their money should be based on how they're doing as a company in multiple different teams. At first I thought it was just in a team, but then I realized that other parts of the company were affecting other parts. And everybody's upset about it and doesn't want to do that pay plan. And then the CEO was just like, oh, we're just going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, didn't he say like at the end? He's like, "Well, it'll be rolled out in in a month or something."
Yeah.
Next month.
I thought, yeah, I did remember seeing that.
I had to read that paragraph like 5 times. I was like, did he really?
Yeah, I was all, wow, okay. He didn't listen to anything that anyone said.
He didn't listen to anything.
Because they were kind of going from a moving to an all-salaried workforce, and I guess some like that and some didn't. That would play it out because it kind of got. I tried to make some notes on it to kind of. Like I said, it's if there was so much information, but I've read over it 3 times and highlighted stuff and tried to make some notes, but trying to figure out what everybody's thinking. But Porterfield says, the plan is designed to give employees working on teams real incentives for constant improvement and overall excellence. It's meant to recognize the real challenges that have taken place in the company. New products and new processes are now the results of teams that work together solving their own problems. And this system supports that philosophy. And because the pay is divided into two parts, a fixed share of individual salary is based on internal equity, roughly what others in and out of the company make for similar jobs, and the variable aspect of the system pays employees for the performance of their group. So, I mean, it's kind of going, part of their pay will be based on the income of the company, and with the averages, and
they want me to be in.
What do you mean last?
the rest of it will be
So does it want us to talk about each person and what they felt?
What they felt. I thought that's what the thing said.
yeah, because kind of each person sort of had a different thought on that. So
Well,
we
wasn't
wanna,
Sid the one, and I'm hoping I have this right, I'm trying to skim through it, but he was the one that was against the whole teamwork thing, was he? Because his people were above that. Was that him, or was that somebody else?
yeah, that's him.
But I feel like if you can't, why are, like, I don't know. I feel like everybody in a company should be a team player. I don't think it should be above anybody.
Yeah.
And so I was
Yeah.
like, wow, that's kind of crazy that you would put it out there like that. I don't know.
I don't think he's saying necessarily that they're better than everybody. He's saying that, like, basically, this company's been around for a long time. They've never had this teamwork thing. It's always been individual work. So he feels like it's just a phase of doing teamwork. He wants them to do individual work, and other people's work doesn't affect them. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Because I think he's the way I understood it. I mean, because he's just talking about kind of his department. He's in the research and development. He's the head of that. I feel like he's not wanting his department to be lumped in with other departments that do different jobs. And his are the are the chemists and stuff like that, and they go to their jobs, and he wants them just kind of be judged on their own, not be able to be lumped in with anyone else.
I thought that was more Ruth.
Oh,
Okay.
was that?
Because Ruth was saying that, like, hey, my team started working, and because other teams have not jumped on board, we didn't see anything. We've been working weekends and everything, and never saw a pay increase, even though because other teams weren't doing that. But then, Sid, he was saying they're individuals. They don't have time to explain things to other people. They just need to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I think that they were spending too much time explaining, like, Chem 101 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right. Okay. And then what, Miles?
How many people were there actually?
How many people?
Yeah.
Was there 5 or 6? 6?
Yeah, I thought
It's
that's
got,
okay.
5? I don't know.
yeah, well, there's 5, then counting the guy that opens the meeting, so there's
Oh.
six
people. Okay.
But there's a couple people in the reading that it doesn't reference for us to talk about, so that's why I
Yeah.
kind of go
Yeah.
dig through, because we got Sid, and then you got Ruth, and then it goes down to Miles Haddock.
Miles' opinion was that if a company goes down, everybody should go down with the company, and if a company goes up, everybody should go up with the company.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh, sorry. I don't know.
And then you got Gus,
Gus, that's what I was looking at.
head of training. And it says that he agrees with Miles about trying to pay the performance of the company, but for different reasons.
What was
Gus agreed with Miles. Is that what you asked, Shauna?
that? I didn't understand what was said.
Oh.
I'm really tired.
I think it, oh, go ahead.
What that mean?
What? Oh, I was going to say that what you said, I was just Shauna didn't hear it. I
Okay.
agree with Miles about the trying to pay for the performance of the company, but for different reasons.
Mhm.
So, can I just ask a question? Do they really? It says prepare and role play. When it's giving like 5 or 10 minutes, did they really want us to be quiet when we were reading through that? I was just curious. Like it says to break it up and give people minutes.
I mean, I was thinking that, yeah, I mean, if we were role playing it, yeah, I was supposed to give you a few minutes.
No, we're fine. I just was curious if that's what people were doing. I've never watched anybody else's things when it says really give 5 minutes. That's why I was curious.
Right. That's what so you can get into character,
Oh, okay. I don't do that very well. So Gus, is there any other things about Gus?
Gus was saying that it brings the entire company together, not just teams, because they can go out for a beer, I'm going to say hot chocolate, and discuss different things that they can do to improve their work so that everybody can get a pay increase.
Because he comments that the same should hold true for teams. Good teams need to raise the level of teams that haven't caught on.
Yeah.
But, and he's the one that has suggested, the teams help each other out. Like he says, why can't a member of Ruth's team invite somebody from plastics out for a beer after work and discuss what plastics could do better? This plan is built into it. You won't have people working together unless there's an incentive for them to do so. I see that built into this plan. In fact, I would make more pay dependent on how well teams teach other teams useful skills.
Here's my question about that, though, is how can if I specialize on one team, how can I tell another team how to do better? I don't know how I can go to them and be like, hey, let's go out for a drink or whatever, and then I'm going to tell you how to do your job better, but I'm not even on your team.
I think that the person who's being taken out for a drink would also go, what the heck, you don't know what you're talking about, you're not in my department, and they're going to,
Right. And I think that was, and then Bill, the next guy, wasn't that kind of like his point and was like,
right.
What are you talking? Like, are you crazy? This is not going to happen.
He just said he's not going to. Nobody in his team wants to waste their time taking people out in other departments, and that the company has too many employees and should lay off like 15% or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know that I agree completely with him, but I can see where he's like, I don't know. I'm not going to take somebody else from another team to tell them how to do whatever.
Get a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that wraps up basically all the people that's involved. So it kind of wanted us to sort of brainstorm some pros and cons and discuss which employees will be happy or unhappy with each option. Usually that's kind of sort of did, because you're kind of talking about each of the individuals and what their thought on the plan was and how that's going to affect the others, whether they're going to like it or not. Kind of like just like Gus and Bill, because Gus wants one and Bill says, "No, we're not going to do it."
Yeah. But I can see Ruth's frustration as well.
Yeah.
I mean, about them.
Ruth's frustration.
Yeah, of them doing all that they've done.
Well, it's kind of like when you're in school, and it's like, oh, if we don't have any detentions or whatever, then we'll have a pizza party. And then one person gets a detention, you don't get pizza. And you're like, thanks a lot, dude.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, dude.
There's always that one guy that runs it.
Yeah. Or like, actually, I think an example that's closer to what I remember better was every single day in my last class in freshman year, there were like 3 people who would just screw around. And each time they would screw around when he told that the teacher told them to stop, he would add a minute that we had to stay after class. Like the entire class had to stay a minute. And it would go up to 5 minutes. And so by the end of the class, I had 5 minutes to get my stuff and get to the bus, or I was going to miss the bus because of 3 to 5 people in the class.
Ugh. Right.
I ended up just taking my backpack to class, and so I could just go straight to the bus.
Ugh. Yeah.
But it is
One of
really
the-
frustrating when people suffer when they're not doing, or when they're doing what they're supposed to, when other people aren't.
Right.
And it doesn't always work that it makes those people who are not working, think they just don't go.
Well, Scott, for I guess one of the next questions, which do we think is better? A guaranteed pay system that's the same for all employees based on market rates and/or seniority, or the incentive pay plan that's linked to performance?
It depends on the industry.
Yeah. Obviously, I'd want to work somewhere where they probably have an incentive plan, but I can see where it would be a bad thing too, though.
Well, what would it be like to where like this, like a factory setting, or I mean, for our case, what
In my case, I think an incentive program would be good. I think.
to kind of motivate teams different ways,
I think so.
maybe?
I was thinking about that, but it wasn't the last section talking about motivation and how, I don't know, money wasn't always the motivator. I was thinking about that. I thought the same thing. I thought an incentive, but then after that whole thing last week, I was wondering if it really was.
Maybe they could do something besides money for an incentive, like I don't know, paid, like an extra day paid off or something like that, or.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Oh no. Oh, there it is.
I mean, I've heard of companies giving you like your birthday off with
Birthday
pay.
off.
I've heard
Yep.
a couple of that, something like that. I don't know.
So a couple of the people suggested they keep a base pay, and that's actually how Sportflex works. Where I work, we have a base pay, we have a guaranteed hourly rate, and if you work harder, you get more money. If you don't, you don't.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
Yeah.
that might be better for them, and only a team thing, not industry-wide or
So
company-wide.
a different base pay for each team.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And then they
as, you know,
could get team incentives too.
Oh, that
Mhm.
makes sense.
Yeah. So then, I think part of the reading also talked about how it works better in a smaller group. So
Mhm.
if it's the entire company, it's not going to work as well. But if it's a team, then those 2 people that aren't working are going to be pressured to work harder. But in
Yep.
in the company where the teams don't really communicate, it's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But so what would, I guess my question, what would be the solution to the teams that aren't working together? Are they just going to suffer? I don't know. Yeah?
But it won't make the other teams suffer.
Oh, well,
And
that's
then-
true because it's only based on your team. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
And then those specific teams, the people who are working harder are going to be like, hey, I'm not going to carry your weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get moving, or I'm going to put in a complaint about you so that you get fired.
Yeah.
if we use an incentive pay system, how much pay should be based on performance and how much should be guaranteed? I mean, is there any like a percentage maybe that?
Yeah, that's a tough question.
Or any kind of ratio that would be or something? Yeah, I don't know. That's
I don't even know.
not an easy one.
Well,
Because you were talking about kind of like a
I think-
base pay with incentives. So I mean, maybe you're guaranteed, or like a base pay, whatever, would be like 75%, and then you get 25% in incentives, maybe. If that makes sense.
yeah.
I don't know, or I mean, if whatever you guys think, that would be a
But I
good.
wonder if 75 is high.
That's too high.
I don't know.
Well, for
I don't know
base
either. That's yeah.
Yeah.
75% base pay?
Yeah.
So you want to have more percentage for incentives?
I don't know. I work better that way, so that's my thought process. I don't know. Like I work good that way where I don't know. So maybe I'm thinking of it wrong.
So you want to work harder and earn it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good way to look at it too.
I mean, I don't know. I would want that option to make more.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I would definitely want that.
60-40, 50-50.
I think it should be more than 50. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I know the way sport clubs works is we have our guaranteed rate. We either make the extra or we don't. If
Mhm.
we don't make certain numbers, we don't make the extra.
Right.
But we always are guaranteed that hourly rate. I think that would probably, I don't know. I feel like that's like a really good way to work at it.
Yeah.
So how do you think it should be? Any thought? I mean, any idea?
I don't know. Go 65.
65-35?
Yeah.
It's a
I
good
don't know.
solid
I'm just-
number.
I think it's over 50, but not almost all the way there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just
good.
that's my input.
Okay, and for those incentives, is it better to tie those incentives to individual performance, team performance, company performance, or a combination of one of those?
I think a combination.
Combination. Yeah, I'd say combination too.
What was the last part? It was team or company?
Individual, team, or company, or a combination of that.
I think between individual and team would be a combination, but I don't think that it should go company-wide. You know what?
Who wants to join our class?
I agree. I think it should be individual and team and not company.
Okay. Last one here is, do you think the incentive pay will increase employee motivation?
I think so. I think money always usually increases motivation. Usually.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the people that we read their input, I don't remember who it was, but they talked about the free rider problem.
Free rider.
And it talked about how in a smaller group it's less likely to happen due to peer pressure, but in a larger group it's not as likely. I mean, people probably would like with the larger group, so if it was team-wide then it would be
Right.
Yeah.
a lot better of a chance for it to increase activity.
Third. What about
Is
the
there any
water out?
other reason for incentive pay besides that's motivation?
I missed that. Sorry.
Is there any other reasons why we should use incentive pay besides motivation?
I don't think that it should be the only form of motivation.
Mm-hmm.
They need to do what they were doing, and I mean, that person, what was her name? The person who was having problems with the, like, a lack of pay increase.
Ruth?
Yes, Ruth. She said that they were constantly going down and telling them about all their improvements, but never saw the pay increase.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it says, we haven't seen a raise or payout from all of our hard work. Sure, our plant manager is down there every month or so telling everyone in the plant about our successes. But the fact is, we're hardly making any more money than we did 2 years ago.
Right.
I don't even remember what I was talking about. What?
So the question other things besides motivation?
What can you use it for, yeah, besides motivation?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, they need to continue doing that, but they need to see the pay increase as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because that team was motivated by that pay increase and then never saw it.
Right.
Right.
So, kind of summarize it, we kind of wanted to go, well, I guess our team decided that we wanted to do a 65-35 combination to help increase motivation and to and base that on the individuals and the teams and try and see if that'll bring everybody together, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody have any other thoughts, anything you want to cover for this case?
No, besides I think I'm still confused about all this stuff.
Yeah.
I think I'll be rereading it before I go and take my quiz.
Oh, yeah, I did really bad on the quiz to begin with.
Oh, jeez. Now it's making me nervous.
Well,
That's making
At
me
least
nervous.
there's 2 tries.
I know. That is the good part.
And
just
just
for
the
the
exact same questions, which
I
makes it
know.
nice too.
Yeah.
Still
it does.
still stressful though. Still stressful.
Yeah.
Actually, this one was the worst one I've taken so far.
Well, that's lovely. That's lovely.
Sorry, guys.
That's just
Thanks
that's
a lot.
that is awesome.
It's not
I
making me
give
feel
you
any better.
advice, but I don't want to do that right now since
No.
I couldn't
No.
say anything about it.
Oh my goodness.
Well, my motivation just went boom.
Yeah.
Well, I think we got most of it, but just for the write-up that I'm supposed to do. Basically, what we were supposed to do was to come up with a pay plan that we can agree upon, and kind of say how we think that approach will work, and that's mainly what the assignment is on this end. So,
So
which I think,
we came up with a plan, and then we have to talk about why we think it'll work.
right,
Okay.
and to be being for motivation and just to kind of unify the teams, I guess, unless you think of other reasons.
Right.
Unless you got any other thoughts on it?
I don't. But do we need to come up with the thing for you, Nikki?
Was that?
Are we done with the chem thing, or we're not? Sorry.
Well, I mean, I was just going to use the plan that we came up with, doing the
Oh, okay.
65-35 split, while we think that'll work.
Okay.
I'm supposed to like write up an email like I'm this Potterfield guy
Oh, okay.
explaining this is what the meeting came up with. And this is what our plan is. So that's kind of the assignment on my end. That's
Okay.
for the leader assignment.
I
So
think another big thing to add is to add that you will have meetings to explain exactly how the compensation
Conversation work. It's a good idea.
what is it?
Have like a meeting to talk about what the different parts of the compensation plan entail.
so that everybody understands it, because if they understand it, then they'll be more likely to welcome it.
Answer any questions that anybody has. Make sure everybody's on the same page.
Yep.
And not just roll it out overnight.
Right.
Roll it out overnight.
Roll it out when you feel like it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Say it's going to start in 3 months or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would just make sure they all understand it before you.
And are on board, or at least the majority of everybody's on board,
Yeah.
instead of like what he was gonna do. Oh, okay, nobody's in agreement, but I'm gonna start it up next month.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta do that.
well, I was given 3 months to be like, so you can have your meetings and talk to everybody, and then say, okay, the next quarter, this is all going to do that. So, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to discuss doohickeys as well.
Yeah.
Oh, the doohickeys.
Hey, we didn't do horrible.
No, you got a 95 again.
That's right.
We just missed a bibliography.
Okay, so
Yeah, we missed the.
I didn't even know that was part of it.
I didn't either. I
I
don't know.
remembered him saying that, I just didn't
Okay.
think about it.
Well, I was thinking, what's the bibliography going to be over when we only have this
I know.
sort of resource?
That's what I was thinking too.
So,
Well,
That's what I thought too.
I actually have something for this week that I learned about in my other class this week. So that one will have a different bibliography thing that isn't what we've read. JetBlue. We had a case study on JetBlue in my other class, and it talked about how they have individualized benefits packages. So if somebody is more interested in saving for retirement and getting into a 401k, they can do that. But if they don't want to do that and they want the money now, then they can do that too.
Yeah.
Get a surgeon.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was really cool. Maybe something doohickeys could implement.
That's
That's the Scarlet.
So I could write that paragraph solution.
Okay. So you're gonna do a solution, and then I'm gonna have to think of a solution that I understand.
Well, that's what I was thinking. We could discuss solutions now.
Okay.
That way we know what we're writing about.
Sounds good. So you're doing that as one. What is? What is the problem? I can't remember the
I
thing.
can't remember it either.
I'm gonna grab my paper 1 second.
Well, I do know that they aren't they're paying like the industry average, and they're not really
Okay. I just don't remember it completely of what their problems were. If,
either.
I haven't looked at it again for this new one, so.
It's been a crazy week for me. I definitely haven't looked at it.
So they talk about not having a benefit packet. Like, so there was an interview by somebody or for somebody, and they weren't satisfied with the benefit package,
Mhm.
and it was a one-size-fits-all plan on their own time.
And they're not paying very high. They're like
Yeah.
they're
Yeah, they're only actually paying for like 25% of the health, or the company actually pays only 25% of the health insurance.
oh geez.
Oh,
And it does not provide a 401k.
And pay is $8.50 per hour, which the Western Illinois average pay for similar work is $8.50 per hour. So they're paying the average. If they pay a little higher, then it'll help with those who are motivated by money.
Okay, so another problem is increased pay.
increased pay
I
would be
mean,
good, yeah.
a solution, increased pay.
Yeah.
I'll write about that.
Okay.
Nice.
They might actually be able to come up with a team incentive program, kind of like
Okay.
we decided for this other company that I don't remember the name of.
Said I don't remember the name of it.
Top Chemical.
Top Chemical. That's right.
Yeah. Megan, you said yours is going to be increased pay, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm writing it down right now. I have it open.
Perfect.
That way we all remember, because I'm not going to remember anything by the time I close this meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Are you putting it on that doc?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Wasn't there something about not paying overtime? They would make them move their overtime to like another week
Was
that the Wikis?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it was.
I think so too, because I remember seeing that.
Yeah, I think they wouldn't allow them to record it. They had to put it on another week with a lower amount of hours.
Yep.
So that they need to fix that.
Hey guys, I have to go. So just the part you want me to do, just write it on the doohickey thing, and I will do that part.
Okay.
You want to take the one that we just discussed?
Oh yeah, what was it? Run it bu-
Recording
run it by-
overtime properly.
Oh yeah, I can do that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Look at that.
Perfect.
Recording overtime pro. Okay, thanks guys.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye.
You too. Thanks, Scott. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bud, we gotta go. You ready? What's up?
Okay. What was another one? It talks about their turnover rate, but I don't know because it was saying that you later learned that the turnover is nearly 50% at your company in the manufacturing plant and 2% amongst the managers in the office. You hear that similar widget factories are producing more units with approximately 10% turnover. You hear that the president is willing to pay more if the workers just work harder to get more. But you're going to talk about an incentive in yours, right, Shauna?
Mine's just benefits.
Oh, benefits.
Those benefits.
So do we want the next one to be about an incentive deal or not?
Wait, we already have 3.
Don't we need 4?
No. Oh yeah. Sorry. Oh my gosh.
You're fine.
I am sorry, guys. My child has not been sleeping very well, and yeah.
Well, gosh darn him.
I'm so excited because he's been asleep since he's been asleep since I don't know what time. Oh. He's been asleep since like 2:30. 2:20 or 2:30, and it's like 4. So I'm super excited because he's been sleeping 35 minutes and then an hour, and then I'm like, how am I supposed to get anything done during the day?
Yeah, but now you're on with us, so you can't even take a nap.
Yeah.
So the fourth one, did we want to do, because they were talking about turnover, and the president was saying that he was willing to pay more if the workers worked harder. So do we want to talk about an incentive deal or not?
Do you think that kind of goes in with increased pay, though?
Yeah, probably. So do like increased pay with an incentive?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to think for the last one. The last one could focus on how the health insurance needs to cover more, maybe, or they need to pay more for the.
Well, yeah, they can talk about health insurance in the 401k, like adding a 401k.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that goes in with customized benefits
Okay.
because that's
Oh,
part
yeah.
of. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're already doing that one.
Right.
So we still need one more.
Any thoughts, Scott?
You what? Oh. No, I said I'll have to go back and look. I'll reread it, I guess, and try and come up with one. That way I can. I'll see what you guys stuck on there.
I'm trying to just skim through it again.
I think maybe the benefits is going to have to go into 2 different solutions because I feel like on your own time you discover that the company actually pays for 25% of your health insurance but does not provide 401k matching, pension, stock participation, or any variable incentive pay plans. Basically, what I'll probably talk about in my paragraph is giving people the option of which plan they're going to go with, rather than adding plans. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit. So with health insurance, or because they don't provide a 401k, so you're not doing that part? Is that?
Well, so basically what I had learned about in my other class was JetBlue has, for their flight attendants, they know that flight attendant is not a permanent job. So they give people the option to work 1 year or up to 5 years, and they have the option to either have a part-time position or share a position with somebody, or I can't remember what the other one was. If they share a position, then it's like, hey, you go to work today, I go to work tomorrow, or whatever.
Okay.
So that they can balance family and work life better. And then it gives people the option, like, do you want to pay into a 401k, or would you rather have that money in your paycheck now? Because the companies that do offer 401ks often force everybody to put money into it, whereas they might not want to. I mean, especially with a flight attendant, it's not a permanent position. Why would they want to pay into a 401k there?
Yeah. So I was just looking, though, just my thought in my head right now. Next week is about wage and hour laws.
Oh, gosh.
So I think that 2 of them that we just said are like that next week.
How are we supposed to come up with 4 solutions out of this?
So employee benefits, we need to talk about. So we need to talk. Okay, the things before, or like what we didn't cover in this discussion was all about employee benefits, like Obamacare, all of that, right? The reading. So I don't know where my stuff is. Maybe we need to go a little bit more that route. I don't do
Well,
good.
that's what I
reading on
was
the
thinking. That's why I
computer.
was saying maybe customized benefits could be in 2 different solutions. Like one's 401k and one's.
Yeah, I think one needs to be like separate. I think they need to be separated. Like one is just health benefits, and then one is like 401k. I think they need to be separate. That's my thoughts. That would create 2.
So how about, so that I can kind of link those 2 together, I can write the paragraph for this one, like the problem.
Okay.
And then I can cover something else.
What is that ringing noise? Oh.
That's me.
Oh.
Another group meeting coming up.
Oh, sorry. Do you want to
That's all
head
right.
to that, and Shauna and I will break it down, and then we can, we'll have it on the doc, and then you can see what we tried to figure out.
That sounds good.
Oh, but he has the.
I'm on it. I don't want it to cut you off.
Do we
Well,
want
you can't leave until you stop the broadcast.
Right.
Oh, I think we're supposed to have our doohickey on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're good. But you have to stop it now.
I mean, I don't think he can leave.
Oh,
That's
do you
what
and
I
I want to start our own?
Stop it. It's
Yeah,
at yours.
we have to.
Okay, that's fine. Do you want to start it, or do you want me to?
That work out?
It's up to you.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll send you one.
Okay.
Well, I'll post this one.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.